Hi guys, today I'll show you all you need to know about Excel tables. You can format this data list as table here, or you click anywhere in the list and press Ctrl T. The header row is on row 2, so I'll change this to 2 and click OK. Let me mention quickly, when the headers contain a formula, Excel will convert the header to static text. Let's try it quickly. Here. Now Excel has taken me to the Design tab and a name has been assigned to the table. If you have multiple tables, best practice is to rename your table. Let's call this population data. Enter. You can resize your table here, or you use the sizing handle in the lower right corner of the table. When you scroll past the view of the header rows, Excel freezes the headers so you're able to distinguish each column. You can turn the header row off. We'll need it here, so I'll check this. By default, the header row has filtering enabled. You can turn this off here. Total row allows you to add a total row to the table. We'll demonstrate that shortly. The first and last column helps you to display special formatting for the first column and the last column. I'll uncheck this because I don't need this here. Banded row helps you to distinguish the data. I'll uncheck this. Banded column does likewise. I don't like it very much. You can change the table design to suit your style in this gallery. You can also create a custom style here. You can also make any of these designs the default design for this workbook. This table is very dynamic in that when you add a column or a row, it updates automatically. Let's add 1 average. When you enter a formula, the table and column header names appear automatically. The combination of the table and column names is called a structured reference. This makes it easier to locate tables in large workbooks. Excel automatically creates a calculated column and copies the formula down the entire column. Let's try it. I'll expand this. If your table doesn't fill down automatically, you need to make some adjustments to your Excel options. Proofing, autocorrect options, auto format as you type. Ensure that fill formulas in tables to create calculated columns is checked and you click OK. Let's try the total row. Excel adds the total and allows you to choose the function you want. Please note that if you copy this into 2020, for instance, the structured references remain the same. However, if you use, so I'm going to change this to sum. However, if you use the fill handle, the structured references update accordingly. If additional data is added after the total row, the table would not be updated with this data. You can use the sizing handle to drag the table to the new data, and the table adjusts itself accordingly. Another way to add a new row is to press the tab button from the last cell and the new row is added. Ctrl Z. This table is now ready and it can be exported to a SharePoint site. You can load it in a data model or use it in a new query. I'll talk more about that in my video on Power Query. Let's talk about slicers. Ctrl T to format as table. Let's call this sales data. I would like to add the sales value here, and this is equal to the price multiplied by the units sold. I'm going to add the total row, sum, this is good. I'm going to add a sum for units sold as well. I'm going to uncheck the filter button here because I want to add slicers. I would insert slicers for product and region. These slicers will be used to filter the sales data. You can change the design and layout of the slicers here in the Options tab. I would go with this color. I'm going to change the number of columns to 2 and adjust this accordingly. For products, I'll change it to 2 columns as well. I'll need to expand this a little. I'll discuss this in detail in my video about pivot tables. Now I can filter my data. You can see how this is being filtered. This is an amazing tool. Now, if I decide that I don't want the table anymore, I can convert this into a range of cells. I like to change the table style to none so I don't have to do a lot of formatting. I'll click on Convert to Range. Yes. The slicers disappear and this is no longer a table. However, this data list will retain the calculations from the table. Thanks for watching. The link to download this workbook is in the description box below. Hit the like button and subscribe to my channel.